Okay, everybody. Told y'all I was coming back again. So, this is part three. This is where I come in and keep y'all updated. And again, like I said, this is just coming back again and making sure I keep everybody updated. So, we back again and just letting everybody know that um, today is the 8th, and this is the official day where everything starts to go into place um, with this here Trump administration. Um, uh, there, everything goes in effect with that Section 8 uh, policy thing that he was talking about, where he's going to fix the housing um, problem that we have in this country. Now, as I was explaining to some people that uh, what he's basically gonna do is, um, and it's done already got started putting people out of their Section 8 houses and housing, and again with people that's been um, getting their food stamps and all that kind of stuff. Um, he's going to um, actually turn around, and a lot of those people actually are not going to be getting their food stamps back. And once those people get put out of their houses in Section 8, they're not going to get that stuff back. So um, you know I just don't see how they're not basically trying to do anything about it, but to each his own. So um, again, like I said, this is part three, and again, still trying to get people to wake up and do what is necessary to get this guy fired, and again, not impeached, because if we get him impeached, then we're just defeating the purpose. So again, I'm back here to uh, try to get everyone to go forward with what needs to be done as far as trying to get Trump out of office, and that is to basically get him fired versus getting him impeached, um, and also to basically get us to rise up and to let the people in Washington know that they are just employees, and uh, we can basically stop. That's basically the taxpayers' money that they deal with, and we one day need to just stand up and just do something about that, and just stop them from basically stealing our money and just doing what they want to do with it. So again, like I said, we need to do something about it. We need to address that problem, and get something done about what our employees are doing once they get into Washington. They just go and feed their pockets and feed their bank accounts versus going down there and do their job and um, do what they're supposed to be doing, looking out for the best interests of the American people. They look out for the best interests of their pockets and their bank accounts and their families, and basically say, fuck the American people. So this is what we need to stop. So again, I'm here to try to give some information to the people, for the people, and by the people. And again, so far, this is just something that's just, the people just don't want to do nothing about it. They just so used to getting screwed over to where it's that they just don't want to take no information. They just think that is, oh well, ain't nothing we can do about it. But yes, there is something you can do about it. You can stand up and rise and do what God is telling you to do, and you can stop these things from happening to you. You know, it's something very, very simple you can do, and that is, again, block up these highways and in all states, block them completely up, north, south, east, and west, and don't let anything move. Make them impassable, and then you tell your three branches of government what you want, and what you want is very simple. We have another employee down there, that's Donald Trump, and we want him and everybody that came in when he brought in his cabinet. We want them fired. Period. You don't have to get no more explanation. We want them fired. Because you got to remember, we are the boss. The taxpayers are the boss. We get to call the shots. And as long as you pay them taxes, you are the boss. They can sit and bitch and whine and complain, but you got to remember, we are the boss. They ain't gonna like it. That's their problem. We are the boss. You know what I mean? And the only thing you got to tell them is go look at the Constitution. At the very top of the Constitution, it says, we the people, which gives us the right that anytime you sons of bitches down there in Washington are not doing your job, we can fire you. Period. We put you in, we can put you out. And that's how that go. We put you in, we can put you out. Just like that. And that's what they have to learn to understand. You know what I mean? And the problem would be with Trump would be this, because he want that power. He want that money too, but he want that power first. So you have to train him, block up the roadways, and show him that we got more power than him. And you flip the switch just like that. And then you tell the three branches of government, he's fired. It might take them some time to understand it. You got 3 days to get it done. I'll go to him and tell him, you're fired. Because the American people, the taxpayers, the real government in charge, they are the bosses, not us. They finally woke up, and now they understand. They are the boss. So, dumbass Donald Trump, you're fired. I'll re-say that again. Dumb ass Donald Trump. While you leaving out the Oval Office, leave the keys on the desk. And that's how you do that. You ain't gotta go through all of that. You ain't gotta do all that, dude. Leave the keys on the desk. Because the American people has spoken. Ain't that's how y'all say it? The American people has spoken. That's what they always say at the end of their speech, the State of the Union. So the American people, just like that, his ass is out of there. Because the one thing about it is, Donald Trump is not the highest. Everybody keeps saying the president is the highest person that runs the country. No, he's not. The highest people that we have down in Washington, D.C. is the three branches of government. It's not the president. Case in point. Look it up. If he wants something, I'll prime example. If he was getting ready to go to war right now, what do he have? Congress is one of the three branches. The three branches of government that we have down south, east, and west. But then this way, well, you got the whole country at a standstill. Then DC, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? You do what your employer is telling you to do. That's what you do. You never had this situation happen before. You don't go ask another employee. You don't go ask another employee. So what do? Don't ask an employee, ask the employer. Tell you that, which is very, very simple. Here is all demands. Medicine, take wigs. I'm gonna give you this medicine. I got it for you. He gave it to me to give to you. Lucifer. I'm gonna keep fighting. Just one way or the other. Because he's trying to rob people out of their Section 8 housing. And you and I know that if they take it, these people ain't getting their housing back. Section 8 housing. As a prime example. With all the slavery, all the torture, the nooses and all that old kind of stuff, what happened to us back in the day? And if y'all can't see what's going on, he is actually taking our tax dollars because he can't get a wall put up using our tax dollars. So what is he going to do? He's going to put us out of our housing. So how do you get somebody to cut you off of your taxes? But when you deal and you talk about this guy, you got to make some people understand. So the only way that I know how to do it is to tell the truth. But when you talk about this guy, dad, dumb ass Donald Trump, how do you get somebody to come up there and just out of the clear blue sky order somebody to fix the housing situation? What was so bad and so wrong with the housing situation? It needed fixing right away, right now, in the midst of when all of those federal workers wasn't getting paid and he couldn't get his border wall. Think about what I'm saying. Think about this. He had to have the housing situation fixed right now, right away, right now. Stop what you're doing and fix the housing situation, Ben Carson, which is supposed to be the smartest, dumbest nigga I seen in my life. So again, I say this so that y'all can understand this because it's the truth. It's the truth. Brother got his brains turned around like this here. He can't understand his brains is like a washing machine. It's like the agitator in a washing machine. He's screwed. That's what Ben Carson is. His brain is just like an agitator in a machine. Don't understand. Don't understand him. Straight ass kissing. He's supposed to be the guy that got the stuff for the brain stuff, the for memory and all like that there. And now all of a sudden he got a job with housing. Y'all figure that one out because I'm getting ready to leave that alone. He got a job with housing. He's supposed to have been invented some type of memory pill or some old shit. But yet all of a sudden the president just turns around and give him a doggy bone or a doggy treat. I'll just give you a job over here with housing. You dumbass nigga. That's how I look at it. Because that's how he treating them. If you supposed to have been such a good doctor or whatever, neurosurgeon or whatever it was you're supposed to be, and you turn around, you let somebody treat you like that, then I'm gonna treat you like that. Because I don't bite no corners. That's what he treating you as. A fucking pet, so get petted on your head. If you was in front of me, I'll give you a doggy treat. Plain and simple as that. So again, like I said, he treat me like that, I'll treat you like that too. Give him a fucking milk bone. He sit there and he gonna be uh, going from a brain surgeon or some old shit like that. There now, I stay block up these roads, and that's almost up. And believe me, he's gonna shut this government down. And yeah, I'm black and I'm broke, but I can guarantee you this: I would not have turned down no $2 billion deal whatsoever. Now you gotta remember, he already supposed to be a billionaire, and he's slimy. Okay, he owed the American government right around, according to what they say now, from what we hear, anywhere from $1.5 billion to damn near $2 billion in taxes. But he says there is a loophole now, and that's why he don't pay taxes. But DMX just got out of jail for tax evasion. Wesley Snipes went to jail, tax evasion, and these are black guys. So here is the thing I don't understand. When you black, you fuck with the IRS about taxes and anything else, they don't want to hear shit. They will lock your black ass up. If you white, like Donald Trump, you can find the loophole. You don't have to tell nobody. Only thing you have to say is there is a loophole. I know about the loophole, and blah, 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 blah. And fuck it, I'm not paying taxes. It's even worse in Washington. That's my question to everybody that picks this video up. How and why? Yeah, but like I said anyway, these people, say with interest, $450,000. Each and every last one of them is coming out of there multi-millionaires. You know what I mean? 4 years. Now all of a sudden they worth $50 million. $50 million of taxpayers' money that they done stole. This is why we got to get together. We got to stop them from stealing our money. That's our taxpayers' money that they done took. Social Security money, people's pension money, 401ks. But again, we sitting back on our ass and we won't do nothing. And I'm trying to tell y'all what God told me to tell y'all. We get together and we stop this. But nobody don't want to do nothing. So again, I'm going to say it one last time. We need to get together, do what God told us to do, which is block up these roadways in every state. Make them impassable. Leave them blocked. And we need to demand to the 3 branches of government to fire Donald Trump and his whole entire cabinet that he brought in. We want them fired, period. And you got 3 days to get it done. So nothing else to talk about. You got 3 days to get him out of there. And once we block them roadways, like it's just like what God said. They will do it because they don't have no other choice, because they will never had anything like this here to have ever happened in the history of this country. So that first of all, they wouldn't know what to do. They would ask each other this, and what do we do? We never had that. That's right. You never had nothing like this to happen because we, the people, and especially black people, never stuck together and rose up. It's done. Point. We just gotta stand. Do this, get them roads blocked, and give them 3 days. And he guaranteed that 3 days we'll have this guy out of office. So everybody else, look at the rest of my videos, every last one of them, and you'll see, what happened down in North Carolina, how people were voting, and your Democratic votes would jump from Democrat and jump over. Just look at all of my videos, and then you will see. I'm gonna sign off for right now, but like I said, look at all of my videos, and you got them all here on YouTube. Look at my videos, and last but not least is that y'all gonna be surprised. Yeah, well, here we go. We back. But like what I was saying, now my last thing on my agenda is this for the day. Um, I'm gonna be running on the 2020 presidential bid. Now, to some people, you may look and be like, "What? What the hell is he talking about?" Well, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna be running on the 2020 presidential nomination. I'm going to be running for the nomination for president 2020 campaign. And what I mean is that this is what God got in me in my heart and everything to do. And what I mean by that is this. Now, you always get all these high profile people and senators and celebrities and this and that, whoever. But according to what God said, you never had anybody that came and represented the poor people. It's always been the middle class, the rich, and now the super rich. Because we got these billionaires in here running. But you never had nobody that has ever represented the poor. But like I said, who money keeps this country running? And please don't tell me the middle class or whoever that is. And please don't tell me it's the rich. Please don't tell me it's the super rich. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a lie. It's poor people's money that keeps this country running. And if you don't believe me, look it up or check with some people that work at the IRS. And you'll be surprised at some of the stuff that they tell you, because of the simple fact that they get more money out of poor people than they do anybody else, because they scare poor people faster than they would a corporation in paying your taxes, and they have taken more stuff from poor people than they did anybody else. So people's money is the one that keeps this country running, not the middle class, not the rich, and it damn sure ain't the super rich, because they get all the tax breaks and all that kind of stuff. The rich, the super rich, they get all the tax breaks and all that kind of stuff. So we know it ain't them. The middle class, they may spend a few dollars, but the poor people, they spend every fucking dime they get their hands on. So, what I was getting back at is this. I want y'all to understand this now. Stay up with me. Is this. You never had in history of this country where anybody has ever ran for the poor people. It's always been, again, yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, like I said, I will be, running. Now, the most important thing is why I'm running. You have to let people know and give people hope as well. Because a lot of things have been done in this country that is profitable for the candidates that have been running. And again, for our employees. So now, um, as a candidate, I want everybody to know that, first of all, as a candidate, and I want everybody to know with this guy down there, and